Today, we're counting down the 5 Asian cities that absolutely must make it onto your bucket list. These aren't just places to visit, they're places to get wonderfully lost in, to have your taste buds revolutionized, and to return home with stories your friends will actually want to hear. So hit that subscribe button and let's dive in. Coming in at number 5 is Bangkok, a city that never learned the meaning of subtle. Bangkok hits you like a tuk-tuk without brakes. Chaotic, exhilarating, and surprisingly spiritual all at once. By day, you'll wander through gilded temples like Wat Phra Kaeo, where the Emerald Buddha sits in silent judgment of your vacation attire. Pro tip: those elephant pants you bought at Chatuchak Weekend Market? The locals are definitely laughing, but they appreciate your tourist dollars anyway. When night falls, Bangkok transforms. The neon lights of Khao San Road flicker to life, and suddenly you're in the middle of the world's biggest street party. From rooftop bars with panoramic views to night markets where haggling is an Olympic sport, Bangkok's nightlife is legendary for good reason. But what really makes Bangkok special is the food. Those little street carts with plastic stools? They're serving better tom yum goong than most 5-star restaurants back home. For about $2, you'll have a religious experience disguised as dinner. Just remember, when the vendor asks if you want it spicy, they're not using your definition of the word. At number 4, we have Singapore, the city that broke all the rules about what an urban jungle should look like. Singapore is what happens when you give a city unlimited resources and a slight obsession with cleanliness. It's so spotless you could probably perform surgery on the sidewalk. Though we don't recommend testing this theory unless you want to test their equally spotless prison system. This city-state masterfully blends futuristic architecture with lush greenery. Gardens by the Bay looks like Avatar came to life with its super trees towering 16 stories high. At night, they light up in a symphony of colors that makes even the most jaded traveler snap a few hundred photos. Singapore's true heart, however, beats in its hawker centers. Open-air food complexes where you can sample Michelin-starred meals for less than $5. Chicken rice from Tian Tian, chili crab from anywhere, and kaya toast for breakfast. This is where culinary dreams come true and diets go to die. Just remember, chewing gum is banned, jaywalking is frowned upon, and flushing public toilets is practically a moral obligation. Play by the rules and Singapore will reward you with one of the most efficiently delightful urban experiences on the planet. Our number 3 spot goes to Seoul, a city of contrast so sharp you might get whiplash. One minute you're wandering through the 14th century Gyeongbokgung Palace, contemplating the dynasties of old Korea. The next you're in Gangnam, yes, that Gangnam. Surrounded by LED billboards and fashion so cutting edge, you might accidentally cut yourself looking at it. Seoul is a city that never sleeps, partly because of the non-stop nightlife and partly because of all the caffeine. This place has more themed cafes than you have excuses for not going to the gym. Cat cafes, board game cafes, even cafes where you can dress up like a princess while drinking artisanal pour-overs. Seoul's got it all. The beauty culture here is next level. Prepare to have your skincare routine thoroughly judged by the 12-step Korean regimen. Those sheet masks are not optional. They're practically citizenship requirements. But Seoul's true magic lies in its neighborhoods, each with distinct personalities. From hipster heaven Hongdae to traditional Insadong, you could spend weeks here and feel like you've visited a dozen different cities. Just be prepared for the subway rush hour. It's where personal space goes to die. Taking our silver medal is Tokyo, a city that exists somewhere between tomorrow and 1,000 years ago. Tokyo is what happens when tradition and innovation have a child, and that child drinks way too much caffeine. One moment you're in Shinjuku surrounded by neon and robots, the next you're finding Zen in Meiji Shrine's forest, wondering if you accidentally stepped through a time portal. This is a city where you can eat the world's best sushi for breakfast, if you're willing to line up at 5 a.m. at Tsukuji's outer market. Shop for limited edition everything in Harajuku, and then wind down in an ancient bathhouse, all before lunch. Tokyo excels at the art of the unexpected. Want to go to a cafe where owls sit on your head? Done. Need to release some stress by smashing plates in a rage room? They've got you. Fancy singing karaoke in a booth shaped like a spaceship? Just another Tuesday in Tokyo. The cherry blossom season, or Hanami, transforms the city each spring into a pink wonderland. But timing it right is like trying to predict when your crush will text back. Theoretically possible, but practically maddening. Tokyo's magic lies in its details. The perfect wrapping of a store-bought gift. The station attendants who bow to arriving trains. The vending machines that sell everything from hot coffee to surgical masks. It's organized chaos that somehow makes perfect sense once you surrender to it. And our number one spot goes to Kyoto, the cultural heart of Japan and possibly the most photogenic city on Earth. While Tokyo races toward the future, Kyoto gently reminds us why the past is worth preserving. Home to over 1,600 Buddhist temples, 400 Shinto shrines, and 17 UNESCO World Heritage Sites, Kyoto is practically a living museum. Except you're allowed to touch most things, and the gift shop sells incredible matcha ice cream. The Arashiyama Bamboo Grove feels like stepping into another dimension, where the towering green stalks sway and whisper secrets of the ages. Pro tip: arrive before 7 a.m. if you want photos without photobombers, or accept that your spiritual experience will include dodging selfie sticks. In Gion District, you might spot geiko, Kyoto's word for geisha, hurrying between appointments in their elaborate kimono. Don't chase them down for photos. That's about as culturally sensitive as trying to high-five the guards at Buckingham Palace. Kyoto's cuisine deserves its own documentary series. Kaiseki dining, multi-course meals that are as much art as food, originated here. Even a simple bowl of ramen becomes transcendent, making you question every life choice that led to eating instant noodles in college. What makes Kyoto truly special is its slower pace and commitment to craft. Whether it's watching a master calligrapher, participating in a tea ceremony, or simply finding a quiet temple garden to contemplate life's big questions, like how many temple photos is too many for Instagram, Kyoto offers a depth that's increasingly rare in our fast-paced world. So there you have it. Asia's top 5 urban destinations that promise adventure, culture shock, the good kind, and stories you'll be telling for years. Whether you're drawn to Tokyo's neon wonderland, Kyoto's timeless beauty, Seoul's dynamic energy, Singapore's futuristic gardens, or Bangkok's organized chaos, Asia's cities offer experiences that will transform how you see the world. Which of these cities tops your travel wish list? Drop a comment below, and if you've been to any of them, share your insider tips. We could all use some real advice beyond try the street food. Though, seriously, try the street food. Hit subscribe for more destination guides, and remember, the best souvenirs aren't the ones you buy, they're the stories you bring home. Safe travels.